Yeah, so we're heading now down to Glenmurray, one of 6 distilleries here around Elgin. Growing up as a child here, you get to know many of friends, family who have worked in many of the different distilleries around here, so you get to feel just how much whisky is a huge, important part of everyone's life.
The Malt Whisky Trail is a collaboration between a number of distilleries. Regardless of whether you come in from the south, the west or the east, it gives you a good way to work your way through and discover what the Moray Speyside area has to offer. You'll see the brown signage with the iconic pagoda symbol taking you from distillery to distillery to distillery. There's no better experience than having a dram at the place in which it was born. So when you come to the distillery, you get to experience all the smells and aromas that you go from room to room to room. You then want to spend time looking at the colour, which will give you a lot of indication as to where the whisky may have spent a lot of its time. Then spend time nosing it and smelling it. You know, the aromas are a great part of the whisky tasting experience. Sip it, tasting it, allowing your flavours to fill your mouth, and just see where that flavour comes from when you visit a distillery.
The Hebridean Whisky Trail is a collaboration between 7 different distilleries working together to ensure that if you are travelling through the islands just as a tourist, that your experience will be very rich and fulfilling by the time you've travelled between all the distilleries, which is each in a very unique part of the Highlands and Islands. Of course, Skye is becoming a bit of a whisky destination with our 3 distilleries here now. We have Talisker, Isle of Raasay and ourselves here at Torabhaig on the island. We're all making different types of whisky, so there's quite a lot to be experienced. You could tackle our trail from different places. You could start in Jura in the south. You do not need to complete the trail all in one visit. You could come back and forth to finish it. You're getting to experience the atmosphere and culture on the island. You'll be breathing in wonderful, fresh, salty air. You can relax and have a little dram of whisky at the distillery, and you'll probably find it very magical.
Speyside is home to almost half of Scotland's distilleries. A lot of that is down to the period of prohibition, where distilleries were being shut down, and we were a little bit more devious, a little bit more able to hide up in the hills, surviving that period and making it through, so giving us a long, long legacy and history of distillation in this area.
The Cabrach, which is an area not far from Dufftown, is known as Scotland's version of Siberia. Very, very dense, and was well known for illicit whisky making back in the 17th century. Whilst the casks are sitting here, the angel comes and steals its share. The true story is the liquid is evaporating through the casks itself. So when you come to the Highlands, we'll start off south and make our way north through the beautiful landscape of Speyside. And what you can expect on this experience is learning the heritage, the culture of malt whisky here, and also finding some undiscovered distilleries that are fantastic.